Okay. Okay. Hello. All right, y'all. So sorry about that. Where we were was talking about Rebecca and Zayed. Um, three things to click on, but I'm here. Okay. So this is okay. So I'm hoping that this is working for you all. If you haven't yet, please like this video. And I'm sorry to even say it, but it's how YouTube will be like, oh, this person talking in this live isn't just a babbling crazy person. And maybe we should promote other people to her channel that like 90 Day Fiancé or pop culture or technically difficult parts of, someone's life being broadcast from YouTube. I don't know, from Utah. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. But don't forget to working now. I got notification just now, not before. Okay. Okay. Buffering a lot for me. Oh, God, I hope this is okay. Is this gonna work? Okay, so let me just talk about Rebecca and Zayed. You guys will tell me how it is. We'll just make it work. We'll make something work. Even I just talked to whoever can hear me. It's fine. Zayed is drinking a gallon of milk. He says that, obviously milk doesn't come in gallons there. He gets it in packs. And I wonder if it was the shelf stable milk. Or by pack, he just means a quart. The truth is, I will say this. It seems like a lot of people live in Zayed's house, so maybe you would think that he'd have a lot of milk, but the truth is I don't think Arabs actually drink a lot of milk. They eat cheese, but the Mediterranean diet isn't super super milky. None of the sauces have milk, it isn't like they're eating roux and bechamels, it's just not their it's not creamy sauces like that. Milk comes in bags in Canada. Milk comes in wine bags, wine in a bag, a bag of milk. What kind of opener do you have? That's crazy. I loved milk in glass bottles. I guess there's something that's so nice about it, sturdy about it. And also when you get it cold from the fridge and the glass is cold, it's nothing better than that. Yeah, but I don't quite understand why Rebecca needs a gallon of milk. What is she using all that milk for? It's a lot of milk. Milk goes bad in a week. Anyway. So yeah, I think that it's gonna take some time. It's a culture shock, as we see Hazel and as we see other people that come in, it's just it takes some getting used to. So I I don't know about Rebecca and Zayed. Because I don't have one idea of what their common ground is or what they both have in common or what a shared interest is in their lives. I don't see them giggling over an obsessive thing. What do they connect over? Rebecca loves him as, one would love Zac Efron. So, and Zayed, what I think that maybe was, I think that Zayed probably just gets that Rebecca is a mom figure, and that's how he obviously relates to women is no, he relates to Rebecca like he relates to his mom. He can't even talk about Rebecca without talking about his mom. It's just so interesting. You guys are so who knew that milk came in bags? But oh my God, everyone's these bags. What is it in Argentina too? Milk in a bag. Maybe the milk was on sale. That's why it was a gallon. Pay 40 cents extra, get 4 times the milk. Zayed pays Rebecca attention. She has such low self-esteem. That's enough for her. Yeah, she does. It is quite telling that there's nothing in that whole apartment but a ring light. Wow. Okay, so I feel bad for her with a low self-esteem. I think that it's always hard. Okay, so, other than that, like, that's I feel like kinda what happened with them. Rebecca's just kind of like, "No, you can't leave yet. You're gonna have to stay here." "Are you sick?" "No, but I have allergies." So I bought Zicam and I bought Flonase. I just haven't actually put it in yet. And for some reason, nothing makes me get sinus problems like going live on YouTube. Um, so don't worry, I'm fine. It's like it's in there. It's not like running. It's just like it's the part where it's just like all conglomerating up there, and then I'll just like take a hot shower or something. I have allergies to my sister's rabbit. No. Too bad she's cute, but she has to stop the filters. Yeah, I mean, I just posted for the first time, hardly like on Instagram today. Instagram, I think, is doing such a disservice to women, and I feel like I knew that before, and then I got to see the range of it. My whole I guess I think I've said this, my whole search page has been overtaken by plastic surgery. So, it's just I can't imagine yeah, I just can't imagine having, problem with self-esteem in the first place and then having to, like, deal with the infiltration of, like, quote, unquote, "perfect Instagram filtered faces." I bought cones to stick up my nose. What cones? What cones? Yeah, Rebecca and, Rebecca's self-esteem is similar to Darcy's, yes. You know who, in other lives, people talked about, Stephanie being like Darcy, which I thought was interesting too. I have sinus problems too, trying everything. The cones up my nose didn't help with sleeping. Ha Okay, wait, what? What are the cones up your nose? And you're supposed to sleep with cones up your nose? I can't sleep with cones up my nose, honey. No way. I can't mouth breathe all night long. Nothing is worse than when you have to mouth breathe all night long. Um, okay. Preoccupied attachment style. Ooh. Naturopath who does NAET treatments, life-changing, yeah. I actually haven't ever met with an allergist, and I made, like, actually 2 virtual appointments during COVID to meet with one. I just keep canceling them because I'm just like, "I don't wanna have, like, a a virtual appointment right now with an allergist," and I know what's gonna happen is just they're gonna, like, have the virtual appointment with me and then have to make another appointment where I then come in and get whatever prick tests or whatever tests or all the stuff, to, like, do this. I don't know exactly what kind of allergies I have, but they're seasonal, and they have to be, like, related to something, and maybe I'll just go get shots. I don't wanna talk about my allergies anymore. Um, from milk talk to nose cone talk, LOL, loving this. Are you? I love you. Thank you. Menthol crystals heated up clear. Menthol crystals? Ooh. I have, like, a whole love affair with some Vicks. I'm hooked on menthol nose spray. Well, no, I mean, like, the Vicks sticks, oh my god, I can stick them up my nose all night long. I love a Vicks stick. You should watch Psychology in Seattle. The dude's a psychologist, and he analyzes Enemy Fiancé. Okay. However, it's just, like, hard to watch, like, so much content on this because it's already, like, 4 hours long. It's, like, 3 hours long with commercials. No, it's 2 hours long, but, I mean, I pause it a bunch because I have to, like, write things down. I'm gonna have to watch this whole episode again. I don't even know how I'm gonna do an edited recap. I don't know if I can do that this week, so this is making me sad that I've had now this technical difficulty with this live. Okay. If I could I guess I could buy stock in Vicks. I love Vicks so much. I love Vicks. Okay. Let's go to Yara and Jovi. David, I've only done one line. I shouldn't be saying this in a live. On TV, I did a line of dialogue, and I got paid a co-star rate. That's what I wanted to say, David. Nothing about what you said, and just wanted to share that bit of information about myself and my life with you. Um, I did that one co-star role once, one line of the co-star role in the middle of the day on a beach, and immediately felt things in my throat and was like, "This is horrible." And, it wasn't I just never booked that job again. But I like more depressing jobs. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't have any, like, fun beat up jobs because 'cause I'm already fun beat and up, so, like, don't need to be more fun beat and up, honey. I need, like, a real depressing melancholy job that kinda just, like, brings me down to earth kinda job. Um, please don't delete this. I have no time to watch this now. I was so disappointed last time. With the lives and the deleting, the only time, Beth, that I mean, yeah, I did delete the live where I had a sinus outbreak. Beth, you were here, weren't you? No, I don't know if it was you. I don't think it was you, Beth. It was another Beth that, was cognizant of my sinus outbreak. But, I'm also thinking about whether I want lives to live on in infamy, and I don't know if I do. So I'm gonna have to, at some point, consider how I'm gonna control the live situation, which is keep them up for a couple of days until I have an edited recap up, maybe make them private or unlisted, and then share those links, maybe, like, I don't know. I have Patreons never uploaded stuff for, so maybe I can, like, somehow pay a Patreon back or something. We'll see. Um, okay. Like what kind of job? Like are you talking about what I was talking about before? A mellow job. Yeah, yeah. Like a very legal job. It's legal a lot of places. A legal, natural job. Okay, great. So, Yara and Jovi. So Yara, you know, Yara's been trying to make the best of her 3 weeks in New Orleans. I, like, still want Yara I, like, w wish that Yara had met one friend that was like, "Oh, girl, let me show you the spots," like, even when she's walking in New Orleans, I'm like, "Look at how beautiful it is, Yara," and, like, yeah, you're just gonna hear amazing jazz just, playing on the side, and she has been, like, doing some things, I guess, which is exercising, and she's doing that one machine at the gym, which I absolutely hate, which is the backwards escalator machine, just the worst. Really horrible, very intense and bad. Hard, 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 hard stuff. So then she, like, calls her friend. Tell me now, what happened? What is with Yara's friend? Does she have some sort of tattoo that is just here? Or is this some sort of, like, piercing? Okay. Or is there like an I don't know, I don't understand nose jobs very well. Did Yara's friend that she FaceTimed, had she just gotten a nose job and somehow what was the scarring was, like, right in this pocket? What was it? I didn't understand what was happening with her nose. Help me understand what was that? Because, uh as you might know, or, maybe you don't, Yara has had some plastic surgery, which is totally fine, no judgment or whatever, and so I'm like, "Oh, is it" and so now I'm, like, also thinking, like, I feel like, yes, plastic surgery is very common in America, but, like, yeah, it's very common everywhere, so, like, Yara's just gonna talk to her friend, honey, who Yara has a brand new face herself that Yara's friend's, like, in the process of upgrading her face too. Um, this bad milk thing really blew my mind. So Yara's friend with the nose thing is like, talking to her, and Yara's like, "Yeah, like, I'm nauseated all the time, like, I just don't feel good," and Yara's friend's like, "You're pregnant, pregnant, pregnant," and Yara's like, "No." And it just goes back to, like, the theme of the season, which is, like, babies come from who knows where. We don't know. I couldn't like, Yara, like, you why did we have a whole conversation with Jovi how you don't think Jovi's ready to have a kid? God bless, you've already gotten pregnant with Jovi, like, you're both very fertile people, like, his swimmers and your eggs, they love each other, they party all the I mean, they get together, it's like, honey, it's north and south, I mean, they're magnets, so why are you pregnant if you don't wanna be? Why are you pregnant and you don't want to be? It's hard. I know I have to not judge, I guess it happens, but it just happens a lot, like, for Yara. In between conversations of her saying that Jovi's not ready. And I want Yara to be smart. Like, that's what, because I like Yara's personality, like her headstrongness and her like boundary setting there. I like that. So I want to think that Yara is intelligent. So that's why it's just like, come on, girl. Come on, get your life. Like, don't be boning Jovi all day long. Mickey has to really post a pic of this milk thing. I can't even deal. So Yara then goes out to eat with Jovi's mom. And Jovi's mom's okay, this person friend. I missed this part to know who this woman is, but I'll tell you she looks like from Sister Wives if Mary and Robin had a baby and that baby was now Mary and Robin's age. I was like, oh, looks like Robin, kind of. Or Robin, like if she was with the first wife. It's a very specific reference I hope you get. So Jovi's aunt. So Jovi's aunt and Jovi's mom, like, are there to tag team Yara about having a wedding reception, but they are like, we won't call it a wedding reception. We'll just call it a gathering to celebrate a wedding after the wedding. Or then the bride and the groom will receive you. So, Yara's like, I don't understand why we have to talk about this, but then she kind of is just like, I'll think about it, which is what she said before, like she's made it 100% crystal clear. She's like, I am the bride, so I'm already making the decisions. And my decision is I want my family there. So if my family isn't there, then I'm not there. And if I'm not there, then you aren't having any sort of wedding, anything. Why don't you I feel like Yara's just like, have a party for your son. Make a new tradition. We're having a party for my son because he found a wife. It's the party for my son's wife finding ceremony, the founding of my son's wife's ceremony, honey. Like, it's a new thing. It's a Cajun thing, Creole Cajun thing. Yeah. So, we'll see what happens with Yara, and actually, spoiler alert, we do know what happened with Yara. Which is, so if you don't want to hear what I'm about to say, don't hear it, because I said it's a spoiler alert. They did have a baby. They did have a baby. So after all, I said all that stuff about how she shouldn't get pregnant. She did. So, I mean, maybe all that like talk was like producer wanting them to fight. I wonder if it's just a thing that happens where like they sit down with the producers. They're like, what are all your problems? They say like what their like grievances are with each other. And so the producers are like, okay. So in this scene, you know how you said that you still resent Jovi for like leaving you in Croatia? Let's explore that. Yara just starts crying and then is that what it is? You have to be really careful with birth control. You're using George Horman type birth control. Set and forget it. Oh my God, Mickey, yes. Yes. I wish that, it's unfortunate that copper IUDs have like such a problematic situation for so many women. There's a lot of like tales of women getting like harder cramps or like longer periods or in more intense periods. And for my gentlemen in the room, I'm sorry that you have to not know about this. So I'm letting you know that women have to go through a whole lot to have your peenies inside of you rent-free, condomless. And it's unfortunate that like copper IUDs, which is arguably a great choice, especially for people who don't wanna, like, think about taking something and that don't want hormones or just, like, a nightmare to deal with the implantation process and everything. Yeah, everyone tells me about them, and I just, like I want one, but I don't. I can't get one. I mean, I want one, but it's like, whatever. So Yara and Jovi, that's kind of like where they are with that one. Yara has 3 weeks. She's on 3 weeks, so she gets 1 week left. And I really want Yara to just go paint the town, Yara. I really want her to find her sweet spot. I wish she'd make some friends that like showed her about, but you can't make any friends now and have fun because she's like now knocked up and throwing up everywhere. The person throwing up on her shoes is her. So, um, why are you pregnant and you're not sure if you like the guy, his job, or the place he lives? Yeah. That is truth. That's I mean, that is it. Yeah, I mean, that is a really I'm just gonna read it again. Yara, why are you pregnant and you're not sure if you like the guy, his job, or the place he lives? And she doesn't like his family, doesn't like his mom's cooking, for sure, nor his interior design taste. So I love the Marina. It's a godsend. Oh, well, here it is back and forth. But like, I mean, yeah, I don't want to. I don't know. We could talk about this. We could talk about I would love a post in Vanity Fair about, your IUDs. Oh god, here it is. I was good for 3 years, then got dislodged probably during sex and ooh, I know. Someone else told me about a string and then gets dislodged. What? Oh god. My favorite now we're just talking about birth control. My favorite birth control I ever had, I like the Nuva ring, but I don't think it exists anymore, and I don't want hormonal birth control anymore. Okay, Sobe boobies. So, Yara and Jovi. Okay, that brings us to Tariq and Hazel, which I heard Tariq talking, so I know that there was a scene. Seemed like what was that Tariq scene about? You're gonna have to tell me. Tell me what happened in the Tariq and Hazel scene. 'Cause remember them yeah, I think I heard some parts. Does this help? Yeah, I heard some parts. You guys are now just really talking about your birth control, which I'm happy about. Um, whatever Tariq and Hazel had this episode, there was only like one. It felt like only one or two segments because I don't remember anything happening with them. But I remember hearing his voice, so there was a segment and something. Uh, I don't know, baby booze. Hazel was licking her lips when she was talking about pretty girls. Oh, okay, yeah, they talked about the mini thing. Minty. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so yes, I remember this conversation. He had obviously her and Hazel had like had a three throuple with this Thai lady named Minty that but sometimes it sounds like Minnie. And then when the COVID situation happened, Tariq texted Minnie to see if it was okay, but then felt guilty about it, and then just felt like he had to come clean to Hazel. And then Hazel's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And that's their fight. Okay. But Hazel has somewhat insecurity because she says that she thinks that Tariq likes Thai women. He has like a thing, specifically a Thai woman thing over Filipino or like other Asian things, ladies. Asian fetishes or that kind of thing is what I was trying to get to. I think I said this wrong, but whatever. This is why I can't keep lives up. Okay, but I'll do something where, like, maybe yeah, like, maybe I'll start putting some in Vanity Fair, or I'll finally, like, flush out the Patreon thing or whatever, and I could just, like, keep them up for subscribers or people that I know that aren't gonna, like, blackmail me or think that I'm a horrible person. Okay, so if I say something misconstrued or something, it's a world out there. And I, like, just do stream of consciousness talk in these lives, so who knows? Um Leave a minty on your pillow, honey. That's what Hazel wants to do. A lot of people thought that that Hazel, like, maybe liked Minty better or something, but yeah, I don't think that Tariq likes Minty better than Hazel. I just think that Tariq can speak Thai, so, like, it just probably makes him feel better and, like he can connect to her, through that expression. And I think that, like, probably that isolates Hazel from them in some way. Good morning. No, you are not a horrible person. Heather, I love you so much. Good morning. Oh, God bless you, Heather. It's 9:18 where I am. So okay, so in this conversation, yeah, we like get to hear Hazel talk about Minty, and then like, yeah, Hazel, you said Hazel licked her lips, she talked about Minty. That makes me really happy. Hazel, yeah, Hazel's has the berriest lips. Like they look like strawberries, 2 big strawberries. I mean, I don't know what color she wears, and I want that color. It's just like they're so bright. Tariq is doing a Hugh Hefner. It's so funny to me, like, Tariq also feels and sounds like he just fell into this, like, this was all Hazel, like, he just now I mean, it's just so funny. I feel like, do dudes watch this and they're like, "What? That you can just, like, you didn't want to, like, have more than one girlfriend, you just found a girl that just happens to not only be, like, super uber uber Christian, but also just, like, wants to be a polyamorous, you know, mommy?" I mean, and she's just like, "Okay." It's such a spectrum, and, these parts make me feel so old-fashioned. I'm just like, "Oh god, I'm just, like, so straight and so monogamous." I'm waiting for you to talk about Natalie being super rude. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, then, asking you shall receive. So Natalie and Mike, okay. So Natalie and Mike have been just freezing and squim. And Natalie has just been like cleaning or not cleaning or cooking or whatever. And she, I feel like, got that steamer, honey. She got a hot pot or whatever it is. And so she's happy. It's like a rice cooker or something like that. I love a rice cooker. So again, Mike works all the hours. Oh, my computer just fell off. All the hours. And he comes home. He is a lovely, warm, working blue collar gent, right? A blue collar gent. Really, like a great guy. I think that Mike is like a great guy. I think that he has like depression issues that we don't talk about, but I see it in his eyes and I can feel it. Okay. Natalie doesn't understand that he's depressed. Or maybe she does, and like and maybe that fuels in her mind you know, why she pokes at him to like change things. But okay, so the way this divulges is this. Mike comes home, he's hungry, he wants to eat. She's like, "Oh, love, I don't want you to have the pasta, you'll be fat." Oh, Heather, thank you so much for that super chat. That's so sweet, Heather. Thank you. I appreciate that, my love. That's really, really sweet and very generous. Thank you. Are you in front of the Capitol? Are you in front of the White House? I think we had this conversation before. No, it's not the White House. It's just some other building. Oh, Heather, why have the same conversations? I'm so sorry. It's because you know why? I'm so sorry. The minute I had it was because of the because of like obviously politics and what's been happening recently. I see it. It's like it looks like I have like PTSD. I'm like, oh no, I know. I'm so sorry, Heather. We literally had this. I love you. Okay, so um sorry, literally PTSD of just like watching news coverage. Okay. He's hungry. He just wants to eat. And she's like, "Oh, love, I'll make you shrimp and rice." He's like, "Okay, shrimp and rice." And it's like he makes an unfortunate mistake, which is he did not have to say the word stir fried, but just like he ordered root beer, he picked the wrong word, honey. He's like, "I'm gonna stir fry them." She's like, "You'll not fry, you steam." She wants to steam. Listen, you can steam the rice. Is it that she wants to steam the shrimp? and then just eat it all steamed with not nair I mean, what sauce is on it? Just steamed. He's like, "I will literally I'm not frying anything. I just want to put it into a pan and get on this I want the shrimps to have. I don't understand how to cook shrimp. I don't really eat fish, but, like, he wants there to be, like, like a burnt part. No, he wants texture. He wants to be, like, sautéed. He wants, like, browned yummy parts, like, the warm yummies parts, that, like and I don't even need any oil. I'll use a little spray of Pam or whatever it is, honey, like but this brings on more of Natalie being like, "You're not good enough for me," and then it, like, goes bananas. In this one conversation, she talks about how the fact that she, like, looked for the ring, she's not happy she didn't find the ring. He's like, "Yeah, not ready for that ring yet," and she's like, "Are you being mean to me for what happened before?" And he's like, "No, but now you understand disrespect." I mean he's just be like, "No, I'm not being mean, I'm not, like, playing a game with you, but I have to feel like you love me." So and everything that has happened in this month has been you trying to change me or tell me how I'm not good enough for you, from the way I eat, from the way I drink, and then it gets into what is his IQ versus her IQ, and then what class they're in. It's really bad. So I don't understand what Natalie's exact life was in the Ukraine. She says she likes to get her nails done all the time. That makes sense, and so do I. She lives with her mom in a tiny apartment. We saw that. Now, I think that in her mind, she's just like, I don't I don't know what I mean, okay, she thinks that she's a higher class than Mike. She feels like Mike is working class, blue collar. There's plastic around here. They're eating on paper plates. Like, if I feel like I'm trying to like talk through where Natalie's thinking, like the fact that he goes to bars or breweries, like the type of restaurant isn't good, and like that's not her style. Like she is, and I think that there's a couple of things happening. It's I think also a difference between, like, country life and city life, because, like, him picking a brewery by the waterfall, to me, felt like that was probably one of the better options around that area, and I don't drink beer either, but, like, yeah, like, breweries or, like, brewery restaurants are like, yeah, their thing is obviously having beer for people that like beer, but, like, it's like a gastro pub in that way. But their thing is a brewery, and, like, it's like their stick or their type of restaurant. Um, like, and then going to an Italian restaurant that's called, like, Vino, and they have a bunch of red wine there, like, to me, it was kinda, like, akin to that. But, yeah, to Natalie, she's not happy, and she says that she pokes Mike when she feels pain, and she wants him to feel it too. But then he reacts to that pain by what? Doing something that causes her pain, and it's like a vicious cycle. Hurt people, or two wrongs don't make a right, or whatever you wanna say. It's a real shitty relationship, fault to be in, and she's not the only one, but Natalie is just bitchy and not happy, it seems. And not and want something different, right? Doesn't it seem like, "Yeah, Natalie, I don't think this life's for you. I don't think you want it. I think that you can you think of yourself differently, and whether you are that or not, you can either find it or not." But, you know, it felt this scene felt to me, and I really hope that someone can, um, validate for me. It felt like Streetcar Named Desire, like a Stanley Blanche scene. Please, you guys, you know what I'm talking about, like, this scene where like Stanley is kind of covered in sweat and he's wearing a not a white beard, like a stained white shirt. He comes home from work, and you have Blanche who like is poor and destitute, but she like keeps up all of the airs of this like southern pristine gentility of class. And like when they call each other out, when they have this big dramatic scene that happens in one of the best Tennessee Williams plays of all times, it is ripe with tension and anger and resentment. And I watched that scene and I was like, Stella, I mean, it's like that is exactly what it was to me. Yeah, she's really stuck on alcohol. Yeah. She likes vegetarianism. No, she likes pescatarianism, Jesus, tea and water, warmth, city life, and a manicure. Not it. So, oh, by the way, I love you, Lisa. Hi. Natalie acting all bougie, but she's the one going around the world to the highest bidder. Woo, Lisa, honey. Mike, he got someone in your corner. I love that one. Her looking down at him, but rather wanting to be desired. I know, it's the same thing, right? Natalie wants her ring, right? She wants Mike to give her something. And all she's doing is berating him in this scene. And well, this whole time that she's been there, but in this scene, over everything to try and like poke or prod him to get to a place of thinking that she is ideal, better, the best for him that he's ever going to get. Lucky. Lucky. Right? That's what she wants to make him feel. Also, she wants to make him feel like she has really lowered herself for this time together with them. The pain that she feels to lower herself, she wants to make him feel. I mean, if this parts are fake, God, it does feel really real. I mean, are these just the best actresses? And how does TLC keep finding them? She wants to be adored, yet she goes about it like a brat. Yeah, she said she cleaned that house from top to bottom, but it was still dirty. Ooh! Did she get in the drawers? Does the closet still smell? That's what I thought when she was talking about the closet smelling. I was like, "Girl, you already been in this house for 2 weeks. It's the smallest house. We know that. Like, why does that closet still smell?" Okay, so they're, spoiler alert together. So yeah, like they did it. I don't know what to say to you. How? It's freezing there right now. I can imagine how cold it is. She's like making that fire. I know that Natalie just has to be in that house in this right now. It's being like, I'm going to make this person into exactly who I want it to be, which is a rich American that lives in a city. Whether she can do that or not, probably not. We'll see. Which is also what Yara wants. Yeah, Yara and Natalie should have just like come to the States together on some girl spree and found like rich benefactors, but they didn't. Mildew in Northwest everywhere, especially if the house left cold, bad insulation. Oh, Lisa. Yeah, they did. God, my dad's calling me now. Can all the people leave me alone? I thought maybe mothballs. I mean, some people said smoking. Like he smokes, but then if this is my like some people said that, and my thought was, if he smoked, wouldn't we be having conversation after conversation with Natalie being like, no more smoking? Like she doesn't want him to eat red meat, honey. She'd be like talking shit about them cigarettes. She's not into a Marlboro man unless she smokes, but then she wouldn't care about the smell. Ugh, I can really go back and forth. They watch too many American movies. Life ain't, yeah. You know, Mickey, the truth is, in a lot of ways, I watch too many American movies about like how relationships were gonna go or like stuff. You know, there's there's not a lot of like accurate portrayals of relationships and dating for people. I think, and not enough for people like understand how it goes and therefore don't feel bad about it, or you know, like, just I think I have a better understanding, a better measure. I kind of see why it didn't work out with her first husband. Wouldn't you love an interview with him? I like would love to watch him having. I forgot that she was married. I want to like see him watch all these episodes and be like, yeah, that's what happened with me. She was just a bitch to me the whole time, honey. Told me how much smarter she was and how much better she was. Just watched her live in her like tenement apartment with her mom and be like, okay, I guess you are. Um. Okay. Did I talk about all the couples? Oh, Stephanie and Ryan, which I don't think anything happened with them this episode, unless it happened during that 25-minute break that I got locked out of the room. I am super excited because, or tell me if something did happen, because maybe there's something happened, because it's like, Mickey, Who's Afraid of Ginger Wolf? I 100% think that is, and I understand what you're saying because they're like fighting back and forth, but I feel like that's more Brandon, Julia, Betty. Ron and Betty being the older couple, right? That invite this younger couple to live with them and they just like manipulate them the whole time. Anyway, um, she changed her first husband, so she moved on the next one. Oh my god, yes. And she's suing the network. Who's suing the network? Wait, who are you? I have to go back. I agree with you, Lisa. So what leave Mildo everywhere. And then Lisa, I don't know. I can't believe Natalie didn't get interior video on that trailer before she got here. I know FaceTime did. Nothing happened, Chris. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, I don't think anything happened. But we went from like her being like, you know, the borders are closed and what should I do? And should I call and just cancel the whole thing? And him being like, yeah, bitch, do it, you know, and then like, I don't know why I keep moving. And then to the shots of the previews of her being in Belize with a Lindsay Lohan style spray tan. I saw that spray tan, honey, and I was like, did Pam have to do that spray tan? The cat had to do the spray tan? Oh my God. And Ryan looked so happy to see Stephanie. He was like, oh, she's here. And I was like, Ryan, who are you? You know, he has bad skin. God bless. I saw that too. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I get it. Stephanie is suing the network, saying she was ARD. Oh, I wonder what? By a producer? How did I not know that? Wow. You guys, I'm so sorry I didn't know that. Wow. While filming. Are you guys? That's banana. By Ryan? Whitney. By Ryan? That's crazy. So if that's true, then, well, it feels like I mean, not true. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. So I meant to say that alleged incident would then, I assume, would happen during the time of the next episode, because this whole time she hasn't been in Belize. Unless, yeah. So the filming, so we're going to watch that happen? No, oh no, I'm sorry. Not. See, this is why I can't keep a live on, because I'm like not watch that happen, but like we're going to watch the circumstances around that. Like, is that like, do they get in a fight and we're going to watch them fight? And then the night of that, like, what is this? What? I didn't know that. And then they made her continue filming, and she was bit by sand fleas, and she had to see a doctor daily. Oh my That is bananas tea, and I did not know that. That is crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. And she's with a new person now. Oh my god. You can't make someone continue filming. Like they don't. This is that's an interesting point, David, because what are you holding over her head? You know, there's no. I mean, continue filming. No, I'm being bitten. You won't get paid. No, you can't say that. There's a gun. You know, like there's no gun in her. You know, like what is she? I'm getting bit. Like continue to film. No, bitches, I'm bit. You know, like I would. You just no. You know, or. But having that's the sand fleas thing. I mean, to accuse someone of rape is a whole different situation. And I obviously am just finding out about this. I don't even know the circumstances of that. That's crazy. Oh my god. Wow, I did not know any of that. And now I'm going to have to find all of that information out. Oh, Whitney! I'm interested in the legalities. Lou guy! Hugs and kisses, you are so cute and clever. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. That is really, really lovely and incredibly generous. Thank you so much. I don't feel like I'm being cute or clever right now. I think I'm just like letting the Stephanie information wash over me. She ended up filming with the cousin instead. This is that second job. Oh my, first of all, oh my God. The alleged R happens, well, I don't know. It happens on I keep saying on camera, and I mean like we talk about it. They're going to talk about it is what I keep wanting to say out loud. Because the fact that if you're saying that she's only agreed to film with the cousin afterward, then obviously, I don't know, but I cannot believe this. Ugh, my goodness gracious. Okay, now that I've thought about this, if there was alleged R, the producers, I don't think would talk about it on the actual show because they would have to like close down production like Bachelor or something and deal with it. You can't just like the legality reasons of them like displaying that would be bad. Like okay, so now I'm thinking about like legal reasons they can't say how to be part of a storyline is what I've been trying to say. But wait, so that wasn't Ryan on the commercial for next week's ep? Yes, they will, Chris. Ratings. But like I'm thinking, Bobby, like do you become part you like then you're just like you're yeah, I don't know, like you're broadcasting allegations. And can you do that? Ugh, actually, I have no clue. Okay, well, we'll see. I guess like they haven't hinted at anything about this. I mean, they haven't is this their like big like bombshell like OF moment where we're going to be like that's crazy. Bobby, you know, when you say it's reality television, it is and it isn't, right? It is and it isn't because there's been so many people over the years that have been like, this is fake or that's scripted, like The Hills or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, she broadcasted the allegations with no details. Okay. Wow. That's huge. I think a third party released text from Stephanie. It's really not a full story yet. Oh, Master Blackjack. Hi. I have to write back to that email. I'm sorry. I will do it. I'll do it tonight. You guys, go to this person's channel. But why does it say channel 2? Is this your main channel? I'm hoping that if this is your main channel, this or is this like a backup channel for 2? Anyway, if that's your, I should click on it. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm having like a technical difficulty night. Anyway, I have a fun thing coming up where we are going to perhaps have some fun crossover 90-day commentary. So I will say that. There are some couples who don't stay around. This must have happened in December, so they kept filming so recently. I look at a bunch of channels. Why not? They're free. What about Mike and Natalie? Wasn't the cousin she cheated on Ryan? If so, that's awful. I know. Bobby, we talked about Mike and Natalie. Just like, obviously, Natalie just like lost her effing mind and like had a full Blanche and Stanley moment from Streetcar Named Desire, where it was like the brute Stanley, primitive working class blue collar brute up against the frail genteelness of like old money, but she's not rich. Who's your favorite character of all time? Anfisa. Anfisa forever. Yeah, Anfisa, and like I think that I have said this, but I think that we would not be watching the show if it wasn't for Danielle and Mohammed. But I also think that Anfisa also like give me my red makeup bag is like will live rent free like in my head for the rest of my life. Like I hear it all the time. And when Mohammed said that Danielle had a medically stinky downstairs, it was a monumental moment of television reunion history that like made sure that we would have 40 billion seasons of the show and many spinoffs. So, Lisa, you love Darcy that much? The Darcy like stands. I never not liked Darcy. I can make fun of her or whatever. I don't not like her, but it is like people love them some Darcy. And Lisa, are you ironically liking Darcy? Like, could you watch did you watch Darcy spinoff? Like, I'll be honest, I like Darcy, but I didn't want a whole Darcy spinoff. I would be so happy to watch Anfisa's life now. Those were the days. George probably felt safer with a room full of felons after being with Anfisa. I know, honey. He's not going to get hit as much. He's with someone new, right? I think I saw a picture of him with someone new, his new girlfriend, and she looks ding, 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 just like Anfisa. Larissa was good too. Her queen comment is a mood. Yeah, Larissa was good. And specifically, yes, Larissa was good. And then Larissa versus Debbie was like Debbie Cold. I mean, it was like all three of them were just like, so great. It's her vulnerability and neediness, her neuroses in action. But the spinoff was crap. Lisa, you make me LOL. I don't dislike Darcy, but she bores me. I agree. Like, I want her to be like the little like tastes of her, and I don't want like a whole meal of her. She's a side dish, honey. She's not a steak on a bias. She's a like potato. That was mean, but you know what? Weirdly accurate. Okay, I'm gonna go because I have to call my cousin back and like plan our lives, and I have to write back to you. So let me just do me a favor and know this. Thank you so much for being here this whole time. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. If you are in this live right now and you're like, you didn't talk about whatever couples that I talked about before, it's because I had to do a technical other live and I had some buffering issues, but that's the other one. So she's doing her best. She has to get some skiing lessons. Chris, have you seen the Larissa and Eric porn on Insta? No. But you can't pay me to watch Eric have sex. I don't want to watch Eric have sex with Larissa. I don't want to watch Eric have sex. I'd watch Larissa have sex. Not like a whole movie of it, but I would like tune in and be like, oh, what's happening over here? Okay. Like that amount of time. I love you all so much and really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, my super chats, Lou Guy and Heather and everyone. I really appreciate it. Marie just saying hi now. All right. Well, yeah. No, you're late. Okay. So yeah, I gotta go. I love you all so much. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do an edited recap this week. I'd love to think that I can, but I don't even know if I even have the right cord to upload my material to my computer. So let's see what happens. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything always. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art and have fun. All right, baby boos. I love you. Thanks for being here.